The commissioner actually addressed the conference call yesterday and had some things to say about social justice and other topics. And let's address some of those things, Chris. As it relates to the social justice issue and players protesting specifically during the national anthem, the commissioner said that basically he continues to support the idea of players doing what needs to be done to shine a light on the issue of social justice. And the NFL is committed, and that's great, and that's fine. And that echoes what Roger Goodell said a week and a half or so ago on the Uncomfortable Conversations with the Black Man digital series with Emmanuel Acho. But to me, that just continues to highlight the disconnect between what the commissioner says and what Jerry Jones is trying to do. And Jones was on 105.3 The Fan yesterday for the second time since last Tuesday. And the world has changed a lot since last Tuesday.
Yeah.
The world has changed dramatically as it relates to sports and social justice and player protests. Now the protest issue isn't taking a knee during the anthem. It's taking a seat and not even entering the game. And twice Jones has been on 105.3 The Fan since last Tuesday, and neither time was he asked about his stance on the anthem, on whether or not he's still trying to work out a compromise. And I'm starting to think that they're telling 105.3 The Fan, don't ask.
Of course.
Don't ask that question.
Right, of course. And that's why I say, They're telling 103.5 not to ask the question. He doesn't know what he wants to do yet. He's afraid of the backlash he might get from, white racist America. Sorry, I don't know any other way to say it. Sorry, that's just the way it is. That bothers me. I don't know how you can really squash that right of players. They have the right to kneel. It's not about the flag. So many of these guys that have kneeled and are at the front of this conversation have family that has served or are policemen. So it's not about that. It's way bigger than that. And yes, there's an issue. And I'm glad to see Roger Goodell, staying steadfast with his message. It's about time. The NFL, they're late to the game here. So it's good that it seems like they're going to finally back up, the black players in the league and just the players in the league in general here for a subject that we know is very, very real. And I just hope that all 32 owners go through with it as well. And I have no doubt. It's just one. It's really just one. We just don't know where it's going to go right now with that football team.
Other things that the NFL will be doing to shine further light and bring further attention to social justice in the end zones on each end. It will say end racism on one end, and it takes all of us on the other end, on the back strip of the end zone by the goalpost. Something we've written about, Peter King wrote about it as well. The names of victims of police violence and systemic racism can be displayed on that bumper at the bottom of the helmet. And you don't realize how conspicuous that is until something's written on it.
Exactly.
Some teams it's just that it's a white pad.
Yeah.
Some teams have the team name on it. But, I think Peter had, and it's not an actual photo, it's something that was photoshopped to demonstrate what it will look like, with George Floyd across the bottom of that helmet, with Breonna Taylor across the bottom of that helmet. That is powerful. Yeah. And when you watch a game, there's a lot of close-ups, and there it is. There's a lot of close-ups of guys, and you'll see those names. When the cameras zoom in, guy going back to the huddle, quarterback walking to the line of scrimmage, you're going to see those names on the back of those helmets, and I think that is going to be very, very powerful. But also, Chris, it's going to be very controversial.
It's going to be very divisive.
Because this is a polarizing issue. And, I've gotten the question over and over again, are they allowed to have the names on there of police officers who were killed in the line of duty? Are they allowed to have David Dorn on there? Are there other names? The names and the issues that sharpen and increase the divide. That's the NFL. I don't know that the NFL truly appreciates what it's walking into here. But once these things, and it's one thing for us to talk about it, right? It's another thing for millions of people to tune into the games and see it, because you've got millions of fans who are paying no attention right now to anything you and I are saying. Yeah. There's a shock.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
They're
just
this
tuning in
on
on Sundays
show,
to watch football.
Yeah. This is the show that caters to the people who have a true passion for the sport. There are people who watch games who don't have the passion. They just watch it because they watch it and they otherwise don't pay attention to it. When they see it next Thursday night, when they see the names on the helmets, when they see end racism at one end of the field and it takes all of us at the other end of the field. It's going to be a big deal. And at a time when we're expecting presidential tweets over anthem protests, the tweets could stray into other topics related to it.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.